Hello, I'm Steven with Tobacco Committee.
And I'm David. I'm a Texan and I love cigars. This is the Roadshow. All right. You got enough in there, Ruby?
Yep.
You good. All right. We've welcome back, guys. First show of 2025 here in Tobacco Cabana, Cedar Hill. Stephen, it's good to be back.
Always good to be.
Yes. We always thank you, Rhonda and Bob, for letting us come in here and do a show. Always fun. We love doing this. Dave's off camera. We'll have him on the show later. We're going to have a pretty cool pairing, something he's not aware of, something I've never had either. Pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. But we've got something in our glass. I know you've got something in your glass. I don't care what it is, but you know we're going to do a Texas toast. So why don't you raise those glasses right now for the first toast of 2025 to good friends, good conversation. This is a Texas toast, y'all. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Slancha, anything, whatever. Good man.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Okay. This is interesting.
This is Bondstone's quad oak from Total Wine. So I tasted it up.
Not Triumph?
Not trying. No. This is a limited release. Now, I mean, Bondstone's got, that's Total Wine's brand, and they've got some decent stuff. This one, I tasted it there, and it was, I think it's about an $80 bottle. It's a limited release.
Did it say what kind of barrels it's?
So it's a double oak Kentucky straight bourbon, whiskey finished with new oak barrels and toasted oak staves. So the toasted oak comes from the stave. And
that's where we're getting some of those vanilla notes.
Yeah. And this is 100 proof. This is batch number 1 right here. So I taste it. That's what I love about Total Wine, places like that I let you taste something before you buy it, because if it is an $100 bottle, I'd like to know that I was going to enjoy it first.
Yeah.
Unless I got it off a good word from somebody else that's had it, that I could trust. But we're smoking something this here. What are we smoking, Steve?
This is the LOFB League of Fat Bastards Series O, second in their release. And this release is a San Andreas Red Oscuro. So it's this much darker color in it with Nicaraguan.
The fillers, the binder is a Dominican Republic. The fillers are Viso, Seco, and Ligero, and it's got Jalapa, Condega, and
Ometepe.
No, it didn't have Ometepe.
No, Esteli,
yeah.
So the Seco is Esteli, the Viso is Jalapa, and the Ligero is
Condega, yeah. All Nicaraguan. I like League of Fat Bastards. We've had them on the show before, the cigars that is, with the Series L. We enjoyed that smoke. Plus, I like what they stand for. I like when cigars aren't just cigars,
Right, they do something.
Yeah.
In this case, 40% give back to men's mental health.
Yeah, and that's huge.
We're typically with military and pressure supply.
Yeah. And here we are in January, and just coming off of Christmas and New Year's. I think that is probably the biggest, broadest time for mass depression,
right?
Because it just is. I mean, you're talking money.
Yeah.
You're talking family. People have lost people, or just anything like that has affected. Man, I'll tell you what, you can either get a hold of Dave, you can get a hold of me, you can get a hold of Steven. If you're having any issues like that, or reach out to the guys at League of Fat Bastards. You need somebody to talk to. I'll definitely talk to you, because I've been through some issues. We all have.
Yeah.
We all have. And that's the thing, is we can learn from each other. So we can try to help each other get through those situations. So that's what I really enjoy about this cigar too. Things like that make me enjoy a cigar more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I know, it's like other cigars, you meet the owner. The owner's cool. He has no qualms. He doesn't make himself like, oh, I'm up here and you're down here.
Right.
When I have that, it's like I want to buy your cigars even more.
Right, especially in the boutique, and I think that's what draws me more to the boutique industry is because we really see that. I mean, we've met how many of the boutique owners, Noel, and Sebastian, and Karen, and so forth and so forth.
Christoph, Glenn Case, Edgar Hoyle, Abe Flores. Oh my gosh, how many guys? Yeah.
A lot of those guys have been here, and when you meet them at a personal level, it changes your respect for what they produce. Oh, yeah. When Glenn Case tells us a story about having to shut down production because the draw wasn't right, I mean, he's like, stop everything. We got to fix this.
He was sitting right here when he told us that. It's like very cool. That's what I like.
Yeah, when Sebastian says, I had to get back down to Honduras or to the factory because the blends just weren't what I was wanting them to be. Yeah. I had the samples and they just weren't hitting it.
Yeah. We're sitting here with Abe Flores. I loved him talking about
when he handed unmarked secret release to Rhonda. She lights it up. Everybody in the room is like, that's a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, she likes it.
That was the cigar that my daughter smoked on here, as she liked. But yeah, this is a great cigar. I'm digging the Cirio. This is the newest one. I can't. I'm not for sure certain, but I'm pretty sure I am because the first one was L, second one's O, lead of Fat Bastards. I'm guessing the next one's F, so C, F, and B. So that's my guess. I'm hoping hopefully I'll get to meet these guys. I know Guillermo will be there at PCA this year. I'll be at PCA this year. And we'll be bringing you guys footage of that. That's not till April 11th that we'll get to go there. But I'm excited. It's in Louisiana this year, closer. It's a driving distance if I have to. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get a bunch of footage and get to do all that, and meet a bunch of the other media guys that are out there. I'm looking forward to that. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna keep smoking this. We're gonna come back right after this, and we are gonna get some top 10 lists, including some other ones you guys know, my list, and Dave Yancey's list. Okay, all right, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Like I said, we are going to do some top 10 lists. I've got some of these companies did a top 25. Right. So all I did was take their top 10 because I've got my top 10. Dave's got his top 10. And we're going to read off and see, let us know if you smoked any of these. And if you do you agree with where they placed them? And if you smoked any of the ones that I've smoked, do you agree? And so forth. So which one do you have first?
Okay. Cigar and Spirits.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 10, Anganorsa Leaf, Anniversario Madura.
Oh,
okay, and a Robusta.
Okay, Anganorsas.
That's a good smoke, okay? Maduros are always good.
I mean, yeah.
La Aurora 120th Anniversary LE with that edition. In a Lancero. Okay, in a Lancero, I would agree with. The
Perfecto?
The Perfecto. It was good, but for me, it wasn't a...
See, I didn't smoke that one, and I didn't smoke the Aganorsa either, so
I just smoked that Aganorsa. This one surprised me a little. My Father, number 4 in a Lancero. What, the number 4 in a Lancero? I heard that they were doing that, but I never saw it. I've never seen it either.
I don't smoke many My Fathers.
I've smoked everything in their line, except for that. And but never had a Lancero. If you're wanting a really good Ecuadorian cigar, My Father hits it on every morning.
Yeah. Okay.
El Septimo culinary art collection, Japan Binagori, in a Corona Gorda. I've smoked that one. It's decent.
I haven't smoked any El Septimo.
Okay.
Those are expensive cigars.
Yeah. Yeah. JM Tobacco, Espanola, Year of the Dragon, and Torque. Haven't had that personally, but I've heard.
It's the Year of the Dragon. Yeah.
Always this one. Dunbarton.
What number is that? Number 5?
That was 6. 5 is Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Sobro Face.
So, Mesa, I do enjoy that smoke.
I'll say for me personally, I mean, I enjoy the smoke, but a lot of Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigars, they're good, but it kind of fits that overhyped state for me.
But the Sobro Mesa does that?
Yeah.
Good. I think the Sobro Mesa to me is a little bit more on the, but you're saying
Hyped.
Yeah.
Hyped.
But the Sobro Mesa is good.
They're good.
Now the meat lover.
The meat lover, it is really good. The coffin, they're all good cigars.
Yeah.
But just for me personally, they don't hit that hype level.
Right.
Art, La Isla del Cocodrilo, in a Corona Gorda.
I have smoked that one. I enjoy it. I probably wouldn't put it at number 4.
I haven't smoked a whole lot of ones.
Yeah, I have just because we were up at Oklahoma City at the Puro's special event that they had with all the vendors, and Tracy was up there.
Yeah.
He's repping Warped, and so I definitely bought a bunch of Warped stuff. And that Cocodrilo at that time was brand new, and so I got some of those. It was a good cigar. It didn't set anything impressionable on it. Otherwise, I could have had it on my list. And
this one always makes my top 10. Plasencia, Almafuerte, Colorado Claro, and Eduardo, number 1, and a Toro.
I do
That Almafuerte line.
Yeah,
Plasencia for me. Yeah,
and I do like a Colorado.
I was tossed between that one and then the one that's on my online top 10, and I went with the six toe down. And I mean, the 6 toes are great. Artesano del Tobacco.
This is number 2.
Yeah. Del Pulpari. And it's a Fox Press Torpedo.
I don't even know that one. Not familiar with that at all. And then number 1,
Alandino, JRE Tobacco Company, Fuma Noche Super Fortune.
I've smoked Aladino, but I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah.
So it's something when it's when you get a list like that, it's like, I don't even know some of these cigars are.
Right.
I haven't even smoked that, and there's only like 3 on that list that I've actually smoked or something.
That's what I like about the Cigar and Spirits top 10, top 25, is that they do bring in some of the little bit more obscure ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it definitely makes me want to go, maybe I need to go look for that cigar.
Right.
Okay. Well, I've got this list, Cigar Dojo. That's a cool company there. I've got their app on my phone. I do all that stuff. I liked that they get some special cigars done. I got their knuckle sandwich with the Cigar Dojo. I think I got one of the other ones. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, I've got their top 10. So their number 10 for Cigar Dojo is Nasser Cigars AJF Cigar Company, the GOAT. Have no idea what that cigar is.
But AJF, it's nice.
Yeah, but I don't know what the Nasser Cigars and the GOAT. I've never heard of it. Now, this next one, I definitely want to try, and because so many people talk about it, it's number 9. It's Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, the Umbagat Bronze Band.
That one is good.
I've heard so many good things about the Umbagat, and it's an affordable stick.
Yes.
Yeah. So that one I've heard about. Number 8, I've smoked a lot of this, but I haven't had this Group 5, is from Illusione Cigars, the group of 5. I don't know, I have not heard of that, but I've smoked Illusione.
I smoked lots of Illusione.
I mean, I smoked one the other day, the Ultra. Some of the other ones are really good stints.
The 88 is... It's
88, yeah, that looks good, yeah. Number 7, Warped Isle del Cocodrilo. So we've got one on the same list here. Number 6, ADV, Adventura, and McKay Cigars, the Chancellor. I haven't smoked it.
That one, ooh. Yeah, that one.
I just smoked the other day. I smoked the Blue Eyed Jack Revenge.
Oh,
Picked that up at Smoker's Abbey when I was young.
yeah.
So that was a good cigar. Number 5, I can agree with this, the Black Label Trading Company Orthodox.
Yep.
That's a great cigar. So they got that at number 5. Number 4, Aganorsa Leaf Arsenio.
Oh, that one kind of blew me over. That was one of Dawn and Underground cigars, one of their top 5, and that one's on my list as well.
Okay, so don't give away your list there, Dave.
I don't know.
And then number 3 for them, not one that I'm going to be smoking a whole lot of, Davidoff Grand Cru Diadamus, whatever, Finis. So not going to smoke. I smoked a Davidoff for kicking off the new year, but it's a cigar that's gifted to me, type of thing. I don't smoke a whole lot of Davidoff.
I smoked a lot of Davidoff. I smoked that one.
They're good.
For me, when it's kind of like when you see the OSX, with some of the other top 10, top 25s.
Yeah,
you expect to see something like that. So,
yeah,
right.
All right, their number 2 is the H. Upman 180th anniversary.
I've not had that.
Not had that one. And Cigar Dojo's number 1, Plasencia Nestor 75.
Yeah.
So great. So another Plasencia on there. They've got a Plasencia also Fuerte. Or was that an Arma Fuerte? Yeah, Arma Fuerte. Agadorsa we're talking about. So there's some different cigars, same companies. A lot of them are crossing over.
The Cocodrillo.
Cocodrillo was the only one that was exactly the same. You're correct.
That makes me want to go out because it had two lists.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting, I mean, it just shows the good quality of cigars that you're getting from some of these companies where they're getting multiple lists. That alone says we just didn't buy our way to them.
Yeah. Well, hey, why don't you let Dave sit in here and we get his list and
compare it to you?
Yeah, compared to my list. How about that? I think that sounds like a winner right there. Right, Dave?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
And had to be my glass on.
I like the color combination on these bands. I like that color. I don't know what color you call that. It's hot and teal, but it's a greenish white. Anyway,
seafoam green.
Yeah, it is definitely good. But I'm still.
I like the foot band. Each one of them they have that just shows
40% what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what do you have on your top 10 list, Dave?
So are we going to go back and forth, or?
Yeah, let's go. You're one by one. Okay.
So let's start from 10 and go on.
Yeah, number 10.
All right. So my 10 is a well-known cigar. If you're in the boutique industry, it's from Espinosa, and it's the Murcielago. Yep. I mean, it's a fantastic cigar. It is one that just resonates in the head. I didn't, all of these I smoked this in 2024. These are ones that just, when I was going down through my list, my memories, this just hit.
Yeah. Murcielago, it's a good cigar. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was so many cigars that we smoked that were good. To try to narrow it down to 10,
it's hard.
It's hard.
It's very hard. How many did you smoke this year, Dave?
Yeah. Take a guess, guys. I'll tell you what. I'll have one of my lighters to give away. Okay, to give away for somebody that gets the closest. You got to comment on this video here. Okay, how many cigars did I smoke for 2024? The person that gets the closest numbers to that will win a lighter with Texas Cigar Roadshow lighter.
Well, let's just kind of give them a little bit of
nope. Well, no clues. No clues, no hints, no nothing. So I keep track. I have on my phone, I have my notepad. I keep track of every single cigar I smoke every single day.
Well, I smoked probably in 2024, probably 700 to 800 cigars myself.
Yeah, that's averaging about 3 a day.
Yeah,
2 to 3 a day.
Yeah, that number was down for me from previous years.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's what.
Yeah, when you work from home, that is yeah, it's easy to smoke that many cigars. But I'm not going to give you a hint as to how many I smoked. But whoever's closest will get a lighter. I'll tell you what, a lighter or a cutter, a Texas Cigar Roadshow lighter or a cutter of your choice. Which one do you want, a lighter or a cutter? And I'll send that out to you. But you got to comment on this video. Anyways, so my number 10, Black Label Trading Company, La Madonna Negra. Ooh. Yeah. Did you think about that one?
I did not think about that one. I could see that.
Yeah, that was a great cigar. I still have some. It's one of those cigars that sits in there, and I kind of do I want to smoke that one? Because if I do, I'm gonna have to go get more. But like they say, smoke the good stuff because you never know.
Yeah, but Black Label is just consistently
If you like Nicaraguan tobacco, if you like a strong cigar, flavorful, you got to go with Black Label, or even Blackworks Studio.
Yeah,
They're the same company.
Both coming from
Exactly. So what do you got for number 9?
I've got the Drews Fate Underground 10th anniversary.
Great cigar. I like this.
It's a great cigar.
Yeah.
And I'm going back to my pictures and I'm seeing that one there, and I'm just like, it's an Allen. That one just brought back some really good memories. It was one of those ones, and I had spoke to other undergrounds, but the 10th anniversary, and I just pulled it out and I just looked at it. You know, when you have a cigar that just kind of hits you and you're just kind of like going.
So I've got that cigar in a Corona.
Yeah.
And that it'll really.
That was what I spoke to. The Corona.
Yeah, I've smoked the Toro and the Corona. I saw it when we were up at the event in Oklahoma City. What's the rep for Drusates? Lance. Yes, he was up there, and he had Coronas, and I was like, dude, I love Corona. You guys know that. So that's a great one. Number 9, my number 9, Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich, Connecticut.
The Connecticut. That one was a good.
Yes. That one I loved. It's not a normal Connecticut. It was just it was just good.
And then I asked it, it's like, tell me what a normal Connecticut is.
It's like nothing. A normal Connecticut for some people is basically nothing. They don't want any power, no powerful anything, no powerful pepper. They don't want any powerful.
So when I think about a normal Connecticut, I go to the Macanudo a lot.
Or Romeo y Julieta.
Yeah, but there you're talking about, I mean, if you're going to the classic Macanudo or the classic Romeo y Julieta, you're talking about the Cubans, the classic, the Cubans, or you're talking about some of the Dominicans. Well, now you're talking about a milder blend, more of your floral, your hay, I see.
Yeah, it's your light stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's, most people that don't smoke cigars every single day, and it's a once in a while thing, they don't want a heavy duty cigar or anything that's going to be nicotine, give them a buzz, even though they'll probably get a little buzz because they don't smoke cigars every day. So they want something that's just even road, right, and just a good smoke. It's a good smoke. Good smoke, but just no flavor changes.
It has not. And here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the color of the wrapper, but it has to do with the type of leaf.
Yeah, right. That is exactly. All right, so I did number 9. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is League of Fat Bastards Series L.
How appropriate that we're sitting here smoking this new Series L.
Yeah.
And I liked it. It didn't make my list just because, like I said,
it's new.
It's new, but I smoked so many other ones. It's like, yeah, it was good, but these other ones that I've got on the list were just phenomenal. These are the cigars that I smoked and that Dave smoked for the year of 2024. And for the sole purpose of just, we're not smoking them for them. These are just cigars that I smoke that I have.
Yeah.
And I'm listening. My number 8 is the Black Label Trading Company Rorschach Sumatra.
That will be Rorschach and then
Sumatra.
And that one was such a different take on what we usually get from Black Label, where usually you get those strong, peppery punch as the cigars. And that one does have a nice pepper to it, a nice, good deep spice.
But it's got a little bit of sweetness.
That little bit of sweetness, and those earthy notes are just so much stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So you're number 7.
My number 7, we talked about.
Yeah, we've had it on the show.
The Aganorsa.
No, we didn't have that on the show. We talked about that in the Reutlizer.
Aganorsa Arsenio.
Okay, so I haven't smoked that one.
This is a ramp bill one from Aganorsa.
Okay.
And it's just a cigar that
I'll
sit back and go.
Okay.
I did not expect that. It took, to me, as good as Aganorsa is. And my favorite is the Sorelius. It's just a step out the butt. They just hit it on their lane. Quite thought that it was just a great spot.
I'll have to find that one because here it is making 2 lists. That cigar exactly. So I definitely I'll need to find it. My number 7, right? We're on number 7.
Yes.
Rojas Breakfast Taco Connecticut.
And never Connecticut.
But Rojas is is tasty.
Yeah, it is.
And in that little bitty size, it is just delicious.
It's a small, like 4-inch double perfector.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I love about it is that you get that nice combustion with all of the fillers in it when you get into the center of it, but you also get the defense of what the wrapper is from the beginning and the end of it because you got that smaller gauge on it. That's what I love about the double perfectos.
All right, number 6.
Number 6, and one of the things I wanted to do at mine is I wanted to find ones that were also pretty readily available. That you could probably find. This one here is a little bit harder to find because it's really bugsy.
Yeah.
But it's 262s and 9s.
We had that on the show.
Yeah. Had it on the show.
And it blew me away.
The thing about that one.
That was the one that the blackberry.
The blackberry notes that came through it, which is just, it blew my mind. And I was talking with Madison Bunny, who was the owner and lender behind it. It was like, that's exactly what I was hoping you would get was a blackberry notes on it.
And this is done by Ohana, right?
It's part of the Ohana family.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right.
Number 6. I love these guys. Sinistro, the Desflorado.
I have not had
that one. You need to try it. I love the Desflorado. Great cigar. And I love another company that I love so many of their things is Sinistro.
But my favorite Sinistro is the Honor of Things.
Honor of Things. I've got one in my box for you. Yeah, the box press.
Ooh,
box press torpedo. Yeah.
A lot of last one I had. I'm not a box of the trumpets. That's the last one I had.
I love the Last Cowboy.
Last Cowboy is so good. I had the Dynamite, the box of the Dynamite.
Yeah. Love their stuff. So what do you got? Number 5.
Number 5. Very well known.
Yeah.
E. Carrillo
Allegiance.
And they actually, the Allegiance actually made the top body.
Yeah.
A couple of years back with Cigar Aficionado. And I love the Allegiance.
Yeah. Now they make the pledge, they make the allegiance, and they make the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Which I've got the Pledge of Allegiance, which I really enjoyed.
This one, that's just a fantastic cigar.
All right, so number 5. My number 5 is the Bolivar Cofradia Oscuro. Again, good scores. We have that on the show too.
Such a great smoke. I mean, if you want a really good pouring with every single day smoke, that one is a. Yeah, you were born. Which I work for is one of our favorite brands. In fact, I just produced we just released the latest issue of our magazine. And I did an original called it Trifecta called this from the Caliph and this Caliph brand.
You like Caliph Grizzly?
Yeah, what the Caliph is doing with each of the combs are all San Andreas right region wrappers. And this one here is San Andreas Pano.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful cigar.
I mean, I love the black. I love the blue when they came out, but when the red came out,
oh my
yeah. We The newest Cigar Roadshow came out when we were down in Marble Falls at Hill Country Tobacco Company. While we're taping this today, that show hit, and we're smoking the McAllister.
Very good.
And it was Christmas time, so red Christmas. I just wanted to note on the back of the band here of this one, it says premium cigars that feel good so that you can too. Goes with their theme impression. Yeah.
All right.
So my number 4, the Steel City Cigar
So it is.
Hill District.
Very good.
Dude, I mean, yes, he's a good friend, but it's a fantastic cigar. The sweetness that's on that thing is just, it's a Sumatra, and Tony from Pittsburgh, so Steel City, fantastic cigar. So that's my number 4. What do you got for number 3?
I've got the Placencia, and I'm up for today. Natural
Sixto. Okay.
Number 4, it's the hexagon.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's the hexagon box covers. When the hexagon up on the bottoms. Got good. I mean, and this one is a little bit more higher in value on it. But it is just a phenomenal. And what Placencia is doing, what Nestor's doing and all of them are doing there is just some phenomenal work.
Yeah. My number 3, McAllister. That's my number 3. We just talked about it. I don't need to say anything else. Great cigar. That's my number 3. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Coolidor Caprice.
So that was my number 5.
Yes.
Your number 4 was my number 3, McAllister. So that's we got 2 cigars on here exactly the same. And we did not coordinate this. I just asked Dave, hey, you need to get your top 10 cigars together for the show. And this is what he's got. We did not compare, hey, let's get this or anything, or what did you smoke or nothing. This is his list. This is mine.
As when I originally sent him my list, I sent it to you in no particular order.
Yeah.
You didn't even see the order until right now.
Right. Yeah. So I already had, I had mine. My number 2,
There you were 2.
Room 101 Tobacco Nut.
Oh, that one.
That is just, it is a fantastic, for all the Room 101s, that one I really enjoy. It is the Tobacco Nut.
I think the 13th, Room 101's 13th anniversary would come before that one for me. But that one is...
I didn't smoke it, so I can't rate it.
And I didn't smoke it this year. I didn't smoke either of them.
Yeah, so
I say wouldn't be.
Yeah, so it's just, these are just cigars, not that we've smoked ever, but just that we smoked in 2024. So now we're looking at your number 1. What's your number 1 cigar?
So this particular cigar, and it's a high-end cigar.
Yeah.
It is one, I would take this one over Opus Exodus all day long. I would take it over Davidoff all day long. And that doesn't just what those cigars are. This is just, I really want to celebrate something special.
Yeah.
And I supposed to come over this year. It's got a fire.
Got a fire.
On that wire, it's just like when the numb, I don't know, out with smoke. And this is my number 1 because it's the one that resonates.
I've got one at home, and I'll smoke it on my birthday.
There you go.
My birthday's this month, so I'll smoke it then, and I'm looking forward to it. My number 1, the Punch Golden Era Lancero. Remember when we smoked that on the show?
I do.
It was freaking delicious. I think I included some of the behind the off-camera interaction that we had. We kept the camera rolling. I think I included that in the show that it was on.
Yep.
But that in the Lancero, the Golden Era in the Toro is good. The Lancero is freaking delicious. So that made my number 1. This is top 10 lists. Tell us, in the comments below, what's your top 10, or maybe just your top 5, or whatever you want to send us. I'd love to know some of your favorite cigars that you smoked in 2024. Maybe we've smoked them, and if maybe we haven't, we need to go look for them for something that you guys can tell us about. Okay, top 10 2025 is on the way. next year, right? We'll get to that. We're compiling as we speak.
We got time.
We got time. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's Cigar Tip is brought to you by McAuliffe Cigars.
All right, Steven, I need a tip to start off 2025. What you got?
I got one. Do not judge a cigar by its band or the lack thereof. There's a lot of artistry that goes into them. Yes, but there are a lot of great sticks that don't have bands made by great companies.
Yeah, there are bands that are beautiful and that catch your eye in their fantastic cigar. Right. Yeah, but your house stick is a prime example of something that doesn't have a fancy band. Well, is a fantastic cigar. And if you're in Tobacco Cabana, you need to pick them up. But that's a great tip. Appreciate it. Thank you.
2 families, 1 cigar. Join the Ambassador Program today to make it a perfect blend.
First show in 2025.
First pairing.
First pairing.
And show have a box.
And I have a box, exactly. So this showed up last year. I wanted to use it for a show. They had to, I wanted to make it sure it sat for a while. There are cigars in here.
I was going to say, that this is going to be a very short period.
Yeah, no, this is very cool box. It's very cool. So they contacted me and sent this to me, and I said, okay, great. This is perfect. I'd love to have this on the show. This is called the Deacon Scotland. So I'll just read this here. The Deacon is a premium blended Scotch whiskey made from hand-selected whiskeys, including those from Scotland's historic Islay and Speyside regions. Peaty Islay single malts and Bonfire Smoky Malin single malts combine in our blend to create the perfect dram. Okay, sounds good so far. A balance of smoke and sweetness. A nose of charred orange, sweet malty biscuits and wood smoke gives way to juicy orange, echoing the nose on the palate. Sounds like fancy writing to me, but we'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see if the notes were actually getting from.
Yeah, delicate spice and tangy peat. I do like peat. You like sweet. Okay. The finish is both sweet, smoky, long, and smooth. So it's a cool looking bottle. I've already looked at this. Dave's not seen it. He had no idea. So it's a very cool website. So anyways, comes in this box.
Drum roll?
Yeah, drum roll. Get all the plastic out the way. So take a look. Woo. My dog would be running right now as soon as I open this up in the plastic. Look at that. Get rid of this plastic.
Very interesting. It's got some weight to it.
Yeah, it's a very cool. Love the color. You know, the whole thing. So you see the bird on here, the crow or whatever that is. I guess that steampunk look.
Yeah, as I say, it's got that steampunk. You can tell his bottle and the texture of it. And steampunk glasses.
The glasses and choke with it. Yes, on. All right, man. We are ready to taste some whiskey. So I put these up here, and I'm ready for the show, right?
I was ready for you to go. All right.
Yeah. All right. So this comes in the box. Cool looking box. Yes, it's got a hat. It says the whiskey.
And these guys just sent this to you.
Yes,
you did.
I did not solicit. No. It's got the same emblem as what's on the bottle there. Okay. And you've got the glass, very nice, with that Deluxe glass Deacon on there too. And you've got a card in here that kind of tells you about everything. Okay. Deacon, right? It's got an old-fashioned recipe for this. That'd be interesting, an old-fashioned with this.
Yeah. On the website, they have a few others. They've got penicillin, a whiskey sour, and a hot toddy recipe.
Oh, nice. So the cigars that they send in here, La Aurora.
Okay.
So this is the Cameroon.
Aurora Cameroon.
Comes with, so it's any, I like this because it came in a humidified bag.
Yeah.
I like that. Also a lighter.
Okay.
And 3 cigars. So this is perfect for us. You, me, Steven. A cutter. Got a cutter on there. Steven's cigar. I don't know that I've had this cigar, the Cameroon, in this one.
I can't say that I can see.
So we've got the cutter in this. It's got La Aurora's cutter and La Aurora's little single flame lighter. No fuel with that, obviously. So it's
It's got Leo's.
yeah,
Because Leo's their mascot
right.
from the founder.
So it's a cool kit, and I definitely want to set this down here. I like hats. Never had goggles before, but maybe I can rock them. All right.
You're going to have to do a little snippet of, short and you put
Yeah, right.
glasses.
Yeah.
And then smoking a cigar.
Right, exactly. Take this footband off. I'm not. See now. I'm slide off for me. Your slide off?
There's a
There is a seam, but I'm trying to get fingernail under it. There it goes. Just popping good. I like it when they just pop off. So I'm gonna set the glass over here. I haven't washed this yet, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna use my cutter, even though there was a cutter that came with it.
interesting. This notes I'm good.
So I'm gonna, I want to definitely get a cold draw off this.
I'm going with the Deacon.
You do that, Dave. Did. Big.
That nitting just comes through in the cold.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that sweetness now, that Cameroon, yeah. Big. Okay.
A little bit of hay.
Yeah, definitely the hay. Definitely getting that in there. It's a very light note. I'm interested to see about the Scotch.
I am too.
I don't drink many blended Scotches.
What do you guys think about that wrap?
The look of it or what? Yeah. So Stephen has got some questions about the wrapper.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
And looks great to me. I don't see any
Oily.
Yeah. It's been sitting at my house, I think, for at least a month. So the
There's a nice temperature.
humidity pack. So we're good to go on that.
The feel on it is exactly what you would want to feel as more properly mid by
Yeah. Yeah, there's no squishy points at all. There's no rock hard points at all.
The roll on it is nice cordy blend on the nice cordy roll.
Well, I'm seeing some holes in there.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You want to see that because that's going to allow for you don't want to see it where too many holes, but you don't want to see everything just puffed up either because the swing is hard.
Right. I'm going to light my cigar up first because
Yes, you can.
because I can and because I already am. Right? Well, it's got a nice ring though. I like it. Yeah, it's got a nice ring now.
But you're getting some nice golden amber right off the bat on it, so it's lighting up nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So it gets some nice toast. Glad to see you're not fighting this.
Well, I wouldn't dare. Dave's within arm distance of me.
Nice body to it. I don't know that.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's light. The viscosity of it is light, but it's a good amount of smoke.
I'd go with a slightly smaller ring gauge, but I think it's a normal Toro. It's a Toro. Yeah.
The first was 52.
Yeah, that's a good amount of smoke. It is light though.
It's light on mouth melt,
Yeah, it's really light.
but it's a good
It's a
kind of
clean-
smoke. Yeah.
It's a clean smoke.
This right off the bat it would be a great Texas summer smoke because it's not too heavy. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a super hot day and you're like, ugh,
You don't want a really
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, but it's going to fit anytime. I like them. Good choice. The Deacon group there, you guys. Good choice on the cigar. So pop that top there. Is it a screw or is it a cork? What is it? It's a cork. Nice. Okay, cork's always good.
Light pop.
All right. Remember how it's like the Elijah Craig bottles? I like the lip on the Elijah Craig because of the way it pours. So I like the grippy grip.
The grip's nice, especially with the weight that's in this bottle.
It is hefty. And that's not just liquid, I don't think.
No. Okay, so
I like that.
nice straw color.
I like that.
This and of a good stuff.
That smoke output on this one is nice. Thank you, sir. You're a scholar and a gentleman. Pouring me some Scottish juice. And we need when we cheers on this one, is a slancha. Right? Slancha, Stephen. We'll let you. Boom. Here we go. Let's. And
Nothing.
all together now. Ooh.
And the floral notes on it meant like that. I'm getting a nice sweet.
Remember what Stephen and I went down to the Garrison Brothers distillery here over Christmas, and the lady that was telling us to nose it, she said, when you nose it, open your mouth and breathe in through your mouth. When you nose it, don't nose it through your nose, but it will get through your nose because
you're breathing in. When you breathe in through your mouth, you're gonna breathe in through your nose at the same time, but it's gonna open up those olfactories. And then exhale through your mouth.
So there we go. That was Cigar.
I'm still interested.
Ooh. Okay. That's a good combination with this cigar.
Yes.
It's not too peaty. It says you're not a peaty guy.
No, and it's not too smoky.
Not too smoky either. But it's got a little balance of sweetness. And then the Cameroon wrapper, or Cameroon, is it a wrap? I would imagine the this Cameroon got them.
I don't know what the rest of the blend are.
I don't either.
Okay, it's us. The blend, Cameroon wrapper, Dominican.
We go see if I can find more of this cigar smoking, of this smoking.
Probably the Dominican photo.
It's forming fantastic. As far as the draw is perfect.
I'm still focused on the sky.
Well,
not to the pairing yet.
You haven't drank that yet?
I haven't drank that. I haven't got to.
And so
I haven't got to it.
It's real.
I guess straight up on this.
You haven't gotten to the cigar yet?
No. I just do it but I haven't got to the pairing
part of it.
Y'all looking at me like
you talk too much, Dave.
Well, I'm focused on this because the nose really got me the subtle hints of that peak, of that iodine, that medicinal phase.
But it's not a really band-aidy.
But when you get it on the nose, right behind the honeysuckle and lavender in the nose.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's nothing like Art Bag or anything.
No. The smokiness isn't from the peat either.
This would be great for those individuals that maybe want to try peat, but they're afraid of it. And this has got just enough to get you used to it, but it's got some sweetness to it,
Yeah. So wrapper, Cameroon, binder, Ecuadorian, fillers are Dominican and Nicaragua.
Dominican Piloto.
Probably the Dominican Piloto. Nicaraguan's probably going to be us way on. I'm going to say that the binder, just from the notes on this, is Ecuadorian cilantro.
I'm going to go drink the cigar now, but
that is easy drinking scotch. It's an easy drinking scotch, but I'm going to have to get real here for a moment. Right. As interesting as the notes was on it, the scotch itself will become a false black. The finish of the bit, it's got a very, very short finish.
It does have a short.
It's got a,
It's probably
got a short finish. It's, well, the blended and the notes on it, and it's not bad notes. And so I'm not saying that this is a bad Scotch, this is a bad drink, but the notes out it are very one-dimensional.
See, okay.
I'm not getting a lot of the complexity on the palate that I was expecting because of that I was getting on the nose.
Okay.
But it's still a very enjoyable place.
Oh yeah.
It's very much reminiscent of a blended Scotch.
Yeah.
And then where it's one-dimensional, there's not a lot of complexity of it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah. And now think of this in terms of somebody that is not a huge Scotch drinker, peaty drinker.
Great introduction.
Yeah, this is going to be a socially acceptable across the board, pretty much. Being able to, you get a little peat, you get a little, smokiness, and the sweetness that's in there. But as far as pairing this with them, have you done that?
Just did. Cigar Tip great. It brings forth that honey, the fruitiness, the sweetness going from cigar to root.
Yeah.
So it brings that, and it has a little bit more depth.
Yeah.
To the drink.
I did because I went drink to cigar, and I did enjoy the cigar to drink better. It just.
I'm going to open this up a little bit. Okay, I went back to the Series O. A little fuller body than the Aurora. Brings out the sweetness in the Scotch. Feeling a lot more. So the contrast varied between the two. This really is what this drink needs. Yeah. And that's a good combination with it, or contrast is good too.
Yeah. Okay. We see if there's anything else on their site here. And I've got some.
Yeah, cigar to drink is much better than drink to cigar. Drink to cigar kind of brings out a little bit of uncharted note in the cigar for me.
So it says traditional copper pot stills used in our distillation process lend their iconic shine to the Deacon stunning bop, which looks like nothing else on the shelf or back bar, covered in our ornate patterning stamped with our iconic mascot. So that Steampunk, the figure there is their mascot. It's the most unconventional Scotch you'll ever experience, a one-of-a-kind blend that defies traditional Scotch conventions, featuring a bold and complex flavor profile and unique design, sure to awaken your senses. It's your sense of like, no. So I think for somebody that is new-ish to Scotches, I think this is it. And I'm not a blended Scotch person. This was Stephen is.
Yeah, I've had many blended Scotches.
Yeah.
Does this one fit there with the famous grouse, with the Chivas Regal, company box? So yeah, with Lucky Shoulders. Yeah, it fits right in there with it is
Johnny
Walker. It's good.
Yeah,
is it anything that like I says it awakens my senses? Is it anything that I would say, okay, you've got to go out and get this. This is something that is, that just wows you. It doesn't wow me, but it's good.
Yeah,
it is good.
But thinking in terms of, I'm thinking of somebody that, I don't like Scotch. And the reason why they usually say I don't like Scotch is because the smoky or the peaty.
Equate it to that.
Yeah, that's what the Band-Aid smell and all that kind of stuff. That's what they equate it to. This, I think, has got a balance in there that somebody like that could handle.
Oh, 100%. Would I recommend this to somebody that wants to get into Scotch but yet they're fearful of it? Absolutely, 100%. when I include this one, like what we did, the World of Whiskey event here, I absolutely would this. I think this is a really good representation of a blend of Scotch.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, there's just something different about going cigar to drink than it is
Cigar to drink, and that is the better of the two.
Yeah. And how does that change so much because you're still drinking and smoking rather than drink first or smoke first? Why does that change our taste palate?
It's what flavors hit your palate first, and then how the second flavor interacts with those. So the flavors that hit your palate first, of course, are going to be the predominant ones. And so when you're introducing something else to it, that's going to adjust what's hitting your palate.
Yeah.
And so that's why when we go from drink to cigar, because of the earthy tones that's in the cigar, that's where it's kind of bringing out some of those type of charred notes, like it's kind of burned some of those fruity notes that's in the drink. The drink is much more fruity than the cigar is. Although the cigar has its sweet notes to it, that when you add that smoke to it, it kind of gives that little bit of a birch or a little bit of a charred note to it that kind of changes things up.
Yeah, yeah.
Where this will bring out the fruitiness.
It's a good pairing.
It is a good pairing.
Yeah.
It is different. And understand, when I say something that, it's like, okay, this kind of falls to black for me, I'm looking, when I'm hearing what the blend is, and my preconceptions are set up by the nose, I'm expecting something from the nose to be carried through to the palate.
Yeah.
So if the nose is complex, and the nose is very complex, I'm expecting that to be carried through to the palate of it. And this one doesn't. That doesn't mean it's bad.
Right.
It does not mean it's bad. It's just the way that I am.
Yes.
The way that I am experiencing it.
Yeah. 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 That goes with so many different things that we can smoke a cigar or a drink. And a lot of people don't like Texas whiskeys.
Nope.
Okay. They don't like them. They don't like them. That's what's called the Texas funk. They just don't like it. And there are certain Texas whiskeys I don't like because it's got too much funk. And it's the water.
Yeah, it's the water. That's because with the bourbons and the whiskeys that get here, the whiskeys, we're used to the limestone water.
The water and the heat.
The water.
The drastic heat change, the typical changes we get. We can age whiskey faster, almost 2 to 3 times faster than it would take in Kentucky or
that's absolutely
right.
Or in Scotland. Much faster.
Or Scotland.
In Scotland. That's why a 10-year-old Scotch is considered really young, whereas a 10-year-old bourbon is considered really old.
Right.
And a 10-year-old Texas
is like unheard of.
Yeah.
I don't know a 10-year Texan whiskey because you can't let it sit that long. So much of it would evaporate.
You'd have to go underground.
Yeah. What happened to ice?
Yeah. There are, I read an article, and there's somebody who's got an underground storage, not deep or anything, but it's underground in Texas, and for doing some of their.
Yeah, because if you do that, your temperature is going to say a constant 68 or 65.
Drop down to that aging temperature similar to other regions like Kentucky.
And then if you get something like that with a Texas whiskey, and it's our limestone water type, and then you're not dealing with the heat, temperature changes. Wonder what that would it take some of that funk out of there?
I think it would. And that funk really is a lot of those tannins, because with the Texas heat and that constant expanding and contracting of the spirit from the wood, we're getting those tannins from the wood much, much, much faster.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Whereas something from Scotland, it's damp, it's moist.
You've got a 30-degree variance in Scotland and Ireland, where in the United States you have 60 to 70, and here
from day to day.
Yeah, and here in Texas you could have 100-degree
variance
from day to day.
Yeah, because it was snow on the ground, freezing 20 degrees at night, and then it'll get up to 50 or 60 in the wintertime. That's our wintertime.
That's our wintertime.
That's our wintertime. And then summertime is unheard of. It's just, we could have a nice cool evening, and then it'll get up to
we could have 60 degrees in the evening,
and they get up
at 5 at midday.
Yeah. So that's the thing that gets it. But so overall, what we're looking at here, do one more for me, okay? And then just give me your instant, again, impression on it. So you want drink the cigar this time.
Still a little bit of that charring, but second, third time around on that direction is much better on this. This pairing, it's a good pairing. For me, it's not one that goes down to the books, but it's a good pairing. I think for this Greek here, it's the wrong cigar.
You think so?
I think it's the wrong cigar. I think it's the complementary pairing between the two just doesn't bring out what you really want on that, what I would call that pairing that goes down the books. I think you need to go with contrast pairing, like what Stephen had said. Come back to one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit more bold cigar.
Yeah, I think you're going to need a bit more of that Nicaraguan, a bit more of that cooking spice or that black pepper type of.
Yeah, that would be
to really bring out.
As far as the cigars go, the cigar is great.
Cigar's great.
I mean, you look at mine; it's pretty much razor. I'm stacking dimes. I tried to tap it right there. It was pretty solid, and I'm a good inch in or more right there. And I mean, La Aurora, 120 years, 120 plus down.
The original Dominican.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. It is the original Dominican. Yeah,
and it's a great cigar. It really is. It's one of the better cigars from Aurora. That's not
all right. So with the cigar, what drink would you put with it?
With this cigar, if I'm talking Scotch, I'm going to want to go more of a contrast type pairing. So I'm probably going to go something a little bit more, not necessarily peaty, but where the smokiness comes out more.
I love Floyd. Is that no,
like a LaFroy.
You think?
Yeah, like LaFroy, because LaFroy peaty notes on it are low.
Depending on which one.
The smokiness on it is really high. So the parts per million of the peat out of LaFroy get a little Lagavulin and Lugger, but the smokiness because the amount of time that they actually burn the peat is slower.
Yeah.
So when it's still peaty.
But a bourbon. What would you put with this for a bourbon?
I'm probably going to go with the rye.
The rye?
I'm going to look for it's
got a little bit of spice to it.
Something that
great. That spice and that sweetness would be a contrast.
Yes. Something that is going to bring out those earthy notes and that cooking spice notes that Cameroon has, and then bring out that Nicaraguan.
You know what's funny? I love ryes. I look for ryes now. I used to be scared up because of the spice, but I like rye bread. Okay, and my wife will buy me, always give me. She doesn't like it. She hates it. Hates the smell of it. But I like rye in the dark rye bread.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I was eating some. I love eating rye toast. So I'm eating it the other day, and I'm like, "There's the spice. I can taste the spice in this rye now.
You can taste that peppercorn.
Yeah, and so it's like now I'm starting to really develop my palate.
Okay, so now let's just take this to the next step further up. Okay, you got that rye bread, that rye toast on it, and you've got nice butter on it, or you've got cream cheese on it.
I use Irish butter.
Okay, so that how that buttery notes on it, that oily,
yeah,
that oiliness that comes through, or a nice cream cheese with it, how it kind of brings out different notes on the rye bread, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the fat content, of the butter.
Yeah. Okay. So now think about that when it comes to say like a rye, like a rye beer, a rye whiskey
Okay.
Okay, so we got a rye whiskey that's got that clicking spice. It's got that peppercorn, so it's got that sweet pepper type note to it.
Okay.
And then you contrast that with, say, a Palapa Cabana or a Salmon Gret, a Aurora Cameroon,
Okay. Yeah.
or something where the notes are a bit more creamy on it, and you've got that contrast of that, how that pairs.
Yeah. I'll definitely have to get some more of these cigars, and definitely try them with some ryes, because I've got several different ryes.
It's more. This is where we call, with Brace side, we say explore the pairings. Is this one good enough to explore some different pairings on it? Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Is this good enough to explore some pairings on it? 100%. Is this the right pairing for this? Your average cigar smoker is going to enjoy this?
Yeah.
For me, I need to explore the differences.
Yeah. Your average person trying to get into pairings, they will enjoy this.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
This would be a fun event package to get together with friends. And besides that, I mean, like you said, the bottle is gorgeous.
Presentation is, top notch.
When you sit this on your shelf or a back bar, like they say, it's going to catch your eye, and they're going to go, "What's that?"
Expect, take part. You take your steampunk glasses and you put that in there with it.
Exactly.
People are going to be drawn. Oh, I want to try that. Can I try that?
Yeah. So I do like their presentation. That
One more I've got to do.
Okay. You got to blow up the glass. Yeah, let's do that. I'm glad you remembered to bring your glasses, I think. Again, these are aged in ore. We've had these on the show before. Aged in ore glasses. It comes in a travel pack with a 3-ounce vial that you can take stuff with you. So if Dave, wanted some of this to take home with him, he could pour him, several ounces to take home in his little vial.
So now I can try some dip, and that is what this would be in it. That's what this would be.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, that is good. That's what this being in.
That was good. Like he said, you can see how that smoke stays in that glass. That tells you the nosing capabilities of this glass. If you don't have it in a traditional Glencairn, that was good.
That's right here is what this pairing.
So, a old fashioned is one of their recipes to do. Imagine a smoked old fashioned with this. Okay.
The one that Stephen mentioned is the penicillin. I want to try this with the penicillin. Their recipe is ounce and a half, and then half an ounce of ginger liqueur, or penicillin, with some honey syrup, which is people farts, honey, and water, little lemon, and some aromatic bitters.
I've never had a penicillin. I've had penicillin shunners. No, not a penicillin.
The penicillin cocktail is much
better, much more enjoyable. I would bet. All right. Well, this is a great pairing. Like you said, you guys listen to that. If you guys not heard about this, it's worth going out there and finding it and getting it. I enjoyed it. If you do, and you try it with a different cigar, like we said, but the kit is going to come with this already in there. I don't know what it costs, but go out there. You know how to find it. It's Sovereign Brands. It's the Deacon Scotland. Go out there on their website, find it. It's a very cool kit. Hat, goggles, bottle, glass, cigars,
recipes,
cutter, recipes, everything. That's a party in a box right there.
Party in the box, and it would be great, yourself and 2 other friends that you're wanting to delve into the adventure of pairings that we've been doing for the past 4 years.
Yeah, right.
This is a highly recommendation to introduce you to.
That fantastic. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Pick up your Texas Cigar Roadshow whiskey glass at giftyboutique.com.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Got my new HERF in. You can see that right here, HERF. You know what a HERF is. But this is the HERF Coolidor by HERF. And it comes with these 3 trays like this. So what I've done is I took, just to get this thing prepared, it's not even ready yet. It comes with 3 of these trays like this, with 3 of these to go in each one. I'm going to show you how they all fit together. You can arrange these however you want. These slats come out, or the dividers come out, and they go into these slots. So however you want to arrange this thing. Some of them, you know, just fit right in those slots. So I want a big section in here or whatever, a small section, or I could just take this out altogether and just leave it wide open. Don't have to have these in there. Don't have to have these in there. Maybe you want a special, you know, certain cigars separated for whatever reason you want. And so you've got your little special cigars in here. You can see this is pretty much 2 trays deep, almost. It goes a little bit above the edge, so it's not like you could stack 2 of these together, because another tray, this thing, there's 2 more of these that will fit on top of each other. What you can see here is there's a lip. You can see this lip right here. And that other tray fits on top of this, form-fitted. And these things, they've got some nice handles on the side. When you're doing it from the inside, you'll have to grab them in like this, and it just sits down at the bottom. Another tray, got one right off to the side here. It will just fit. Boom, it's in there. Put the other one on top. I could put this one, these little boxes, all in the same tray, whatever I want to do. Interesting little point about this too is these come apart. These have got little magnets on there, and magnets on the end here, these little dots right there, if you can see that little dot right there, and then little magnets here. So then those just snap back together, and I've got my individual tray. For whatever reason, you put that in there. So what I've done is, taking these out, I got my, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. So I've already done this. This is, you can see, I've wiped it down, and I got a lot of dust and things off of these trays. This is a non-lint. You want something that's not going to leave lint behind in your trays. I took my distilled water, always use distilled water. And this is just very damp. It is not dripping wet at all. And I'm just wiping the trays down, not to humidify them, but to remove any type of dust or debris that could be in there. And you can see what happened to this towel. So I definitely got some stuff off there. So I've already wiped everything down. And like I said, you can arrange this however you want. So I'm gonna reach in here. I'm gonna take this one back out. So what I'm in the process of doing right now is I need to condition this thing to get ready to put my cigars in there. Now this thing is rated at being able to hold 450 cigars. That one's in there. Now I wiped this down inside, outside, all the way around, got everything. I'm gonna put this tray in there, and I'm going to set that in there, boom, right there. The top has got a lip on there too. You can see this lip here, and it's gonna sit inside this lip. It's got these nice cables on the side so it won't extend way past where it should. And then it's got a nice metal clasp right here. You can hear that. That's metal clasp. And it's going to sit down and you're going to lock it. It's got some nice handles right here so you can pick this thing up. Take the clasp off. So what I'm going to do is, I think in the middle tray so it's even, you know, it's in a centralized location. So I'm going to take this out, and I've got a shallow dish, and I am going to fill it with my distilled water. Now, you don't want to be clumsy or anything and spill, so I would advise you to fill the tray off to the side. You don't have to have it totally full or anything, because if it evaporates, you can just put some more in there, which it will absorb, I should say, into the woods. So I've got some water in there. I'm going to put it down here in the middle tray. Put this one on top of it. Close the lid. Lock it. And you know, once that's set, this baby is going to stay shut for at least a week. I'm also going to send in there, I found these little Govies, and these are Bluetooth hygrometers, and this comes in a pack of them. So little bitty hygrometer. Well, you hook it up to your phone, you can see what you can rename it. I'll name this one HERF Coolidor, and got the batteries in there. You just pull this tab out, it's activated once you hook up to Bluetooth. So then I'm going to stick this in here, off to the side, off to the corner, not directly over the top of the water, but over here in the corner. I'm going to lock it back up, and like I said, this thing is going to stay shut for at least a week. Now on my phone, without having to open this, I'll be able to monitor the humidity and temperature inside this thing. I've got several of these in other Tupperdoors I've got. So I got this one. Hopefully I will be able to condense into here and get rid of a couple of my other Coolidors or my Tupperdoors into this Coolidor. This one being, it's got the trays, it's very cool. I've got trays in one of my other Coolidors or Tupperdoors. So I want to be able to centralize everything a little bit more. Very cool product. It looks great. I can sit something else on the top. It's got a nice ridge here. This is the HERF Coolidor, and I think it's a great product. I'm looking forward to using it, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right, Stephen. Other great start to a year.
Great start to a year. We had some fun news in the fact that we did top 10 lists.
Yes.
And I hope you guys are going to put some comments below as to what you thought of our list, Dave, Yancey, and mine. If you've had any of those, where would you rank them, that kind of thing. Put those comments in below. I appreciate the viewership. The numbers are going up. I appreciate you guys. I'm getting more interaction. I appreciate that. The Roadshow, did another Roadshow. So remember to always hit that subscribe, that bell, that like, all that good stuff, that social media stuff that you're supposed to do.
And share.
Don't forget to share. That always helps to get those
Numbers coming.
Numbers up. That is the numbers thing, but it's getting more people to view the show that get to see what we're doing, because we're doing this for y'all. We're doing it for us, but it is fun. But we like bringing this stuff to y'all. We like bringing the pairings that Dave Yancey and I get to do. And that one was fun. The Scotch, the Deacon Scotland, check that company out with that little package that they sent out. I'm still smoking the Aurora Cameroon, fantastic cigar. I love, this the original. They're making 120 plus years. They kind of got it one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're starting 2025 off. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. And I look forward to 2025 with you guys and interacting in different ways. And I hope you enjoyed this show. And always remember, no matter where you're at, whether you're at home by yourself or whether you're at a lounge, enjoy the lease, grow the culture. We'll see you guys.
Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.